Three simple cheat codes to meet the girls you're attracted to. Number one, use stereotypes to your advantage. Look, stereotypes exist for a reason. As humans, we not only love patterns, but we need to recognize patterns because pattern recognition keeps us safe. That being said, each human is a hardwired pattern recognizing machine, including the really hot girl you want to get with. Since you and her both most likely are aware of hundreds, if not thousands of stereotypes, use them. If you see a blonde girl, you could say something like, I know what they say about blondes, but I get the feeling you're way smarter than I am. Another example could be something like, I've always wished I had some Latin in me so that I could dance like a god. The way I've used stereotypes in the past are more focused on me because I'm black. And being black, fortunately, some of the stereotypes we have when it comes to dating are very positive. No, I don't just go up to girls and say, hey yo, I'm a black guy. You wanna feel the thunder? What I will do is, if it's the first thing I'm gonna say to a girl, depending on whether it's day or night, I'll present the girl with a choice. And it gets sexual more quickly at night than in the daytime for sure. I've said things like, hey, excuse me, I want you to do me a favor. I want you to think of some stereotypes that you believe might fit me. And I want you to pick which one you think is the closest to the truth. Now, girls have said things like, you probably feel like a porn star, you're a beast in bed, probably very aggressive and dominant, amongst other things that I won't say here. The benefit is obviously now she's associating me with sex, and we've only talked for 60 seconds, if 60 seconds. That's the benefit of using stereotypes to your advantage. Okay, if you're white, if you're Asian, if you're Hispanic, Latin, Indian, you also have favorable stereotypes. You can use the same way that I do. You could even use the negative stereotypes to point out things that could be seen as negative and use them as a way to spark attraction. For example, Asian men, for whatever reason, get a terrible rap when it comes to the dating market and intimacy. There's a terrible stereotype that Asian men are just like small and they're not good lovers and they just get a bad rap. Not sure why. But if I were Asian, I would go up to a girl and I would say something like, yo, don't let this Asian heritage fool you. I will give you the best night you've had in a long time. And I'm just coming up with these right now, right? But if she's aware of the stereotype, she's going to, 1, love your confidence, 2, love your humor, and 3, probably believe that you would give her a good night. If she's unaware of the stereotype, however, she's still going to, 1, love your confidence, 2, love your humor, but now, since she's unaware of the stereotype, she's probably gonna want more information about what you're talking about. Now you have a conversation that started on the premise of something sexual and flirty. You're welcome. Number 2, call out things that are currently happening / address the elephant in the room. Wherever you are, wherever you go, whoever you're around, there are always things that are currently happening because this is life and there are always some kind of elephants in the room. The principle behind this is very simple. You're building a frame where you and the girl have something immediately in common because you both observed it. Now the elephant can be anything. It could be related to you, it could be related to her, it could be related to the immediate environment, it could be related to society. This is like a Swiss Army knife. An example for the environment, for example, could be something as simple as, the moon looks really trippy tonight, doesn't it? And assuming the moon looks really trippy, she's gonna know that too, and now you guys have something common to talk about. Or you could say something like, man, how beautiful is that girl's dress over there? An example for related to if you were at a bar could be, hey, I know it looks like I peed my pants, but I promise I did not pee my pants. My friend did though. An example related to her depends on obviously what she's doing, what she's wearing, what's going on. If she's walking, right, while clearly looking for something or someone, say, are you looking for a handsome guy to talk to while you figure out where you're going? These lines are just me thinking in the moment, by the way, but I definitely would use some of these lines if I thought of them in that moment. I may have used them and I don't remember it actually. An example of calling something out from society is a fun one. When the Will Smith slap incident happened, right? I went up to a girl and I said, slap me like Will Smith if I'm being too forward, but damn, you look great in that dress. I can't even describe the reaction that she gave me. I felt like I deserved an Emmy for writing, if they give Emmys for writing. I don't know. It sparked a great conversation about, she loved it, first of all. It sparked a great conversation about who was right and who was wrong in that situation, and then it sparked some societal conversations too, and We talked about marriage and intimacy and how the effects women have on men. So it was just very deep, and it came from one good moment of improv. And this is something you can do too. It works because we all had that in common. We all witnessed the Chris Rock Will Smith incident, so we had it in common. The only thing that's left is to speak on it with somebody. It showed her a few things. It showed her that I was confident because I came up to her. It showed her that I was funny, had a sense of humor. It showed her that I was comfortable. It showed her that I was socially aware, maybe. I would generally stay away from social elephants related to politics, religion, sensitive topics going on, things like that. I would stay away from them. I would not go up to a random girl and say something like, man, Roe versus Wade, huh? I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that and expect to somehow have that conversation become sexual. Last one, number 3, use opposite frames. I'm a very confident person, so using opposite frames, I would go up to a girl and say something along the lines of, hey, I'm really introverted, but I just thought I would come and say hi because you're so attractive. So if you are one of these entrepreneurs or businessmen who struggle with anxiety and you're shy, you go up to girls and you tell them something like, hey, I don't mean to come off as overly confident, but you're definitely my type. This method works well because it seeds the association of you being confident in the girl's mind right away. Even if you don't believe it, she doesn't know you, and she doesn't know you don't believe it. It helps you to own a perspective that's new to you, which in this case is particularly beneficial because if you are shy and have anxiety, you get to act like a guy who's not. And you can leave the frame intact for as long as you talk to the girl, or you can come out of the frame and let her know that you actually are a shy guy, but you just wanted to pretend you were a confident one. And it's interesting because I've played around with this before. What normally has happened is if you destroy the frame and let her know you're actually shy, she will probably disagree because you came up to her. She won't agree that you're a shy guy. The main point here is controlling the frame that you're in and observing yourself from an external point of view. You're acting the opposite of who you are currently, and you're presenting that to the girl. Shy guy acts outgoing, confident guy acts introverted, serious guy acts a little more goofy, romantic guy acts a little more boyish, goofy guy acts a little more serious. You take on the opposite frame of what you typically are. And this is a very effective tool, but you'll have to have basic level game to make this cheat code work to the best of its ability. If you're just starting out and struggling with approach anxiety, this can help you to break the ice because it will make you feel like if this set gets rejected, it's not you getting rejected, it's the opposite frame you're putting on that gets rejected. So it allows you to detach yourself from the actual moment for a bit. You get what I'm saying? Cheat code. All right, if you stuck around this long, you get a bonus cheat code. And I just want to say really quick that I am taking on clients. So if you are someone who is a busy professional, entrepreneur, somebody who doesn't have a lot of time, who never really got to work on their skills with women, go message me on Instagram right now. We'll talk about your situation and see what we can do to help you get the results that you want to get. Because guys, it's happening. It happens for me. It happens for my clients. It's happening for so many people. Why not you? Take the steps now. Go DM me, we'll jump on a call, and we'll get you getting results like these. So a bonus cheat code, if you stuck around this long, congrats to you. A bonus cheat code is ask them to do a favor for you. It could be a tiny favor. I won't go too much into the psychology behind why this works, but it works, and it works well, like extremely well. You would never expect this to work as well as it does. Hey, excuse me, can you do me a favor? Can you take a couple of pictures of me by this lion really quick? Now the psychology behind this one is a video in itself, and I will make that in the future. Comment below if you want to see that video, by the way. As you get your phone back, you can ask how you looked. Did I look good? Did I look like trash? Do I look like a model? You can talk about her photography skills or lack thereof. Probably a better situation to talk about her lack of skills. Cold read if she's a photographer. Tell her now you owe her a favor and ask her how you can repay her. All of this because you asked her a simple favor. Take a photo of me and the lion. These favors can be any little thing. I play ping pong, right? There was a time where I was playing ping pong and I hit the ball and it went probably 15 feet away from me, and I could see the ball, and I went to walk to get the ball, and I was able to actually take one more step and grab the ball. But there was a very cute girl next to the ball that was right by her foot. So I looked at her and I said, hey, can you grab that for me? Actually, I didn't say, hey, can you? I'm like, hey, grab that ball for me real quick. You know, it was a little more assertive, more dominant, but I was still asking with my tone. It wasn't grab that ball for me. It was grab that ball for me real quick. Do you hear the different inflection? So I asked her to grab the ball for me, right? And then just me being myself, I want to see how far I can push this. So as she's going to get the ball, I walk back to the ping pong table, which is 10 feet away. And she walks over and brings me the ball. And when she brings me the ball, she has the cutest smile on her face. What do you think she did next? What do you think happened next? She asked me, oh, can I play you next? All because I asked her to grab the ping pong ball for me. This is a very awesome cheat code, and I will talk about it in another video if enough of you guys want to hear it, because it's a cheat code that people could be using, and it's guys, this isn't as hard as you think it is. I know you're a busy guy. I know you're busy making money. I know you're busy taking care of your business and things like that. But when you have a mentor and a coach, this thing is not as crazy or as hard or as impossible as a lot of men that I know think it is, say it is. Like I said, I'm currently working with busy professionals, entrepreneurs, business owners to help them get results with girls because they struggle with time, or they struggle with socializing, or they struggle with approach anxiety, or they spent so much time making money that they forgot to work on their social skills and things like that. That's what I'm doing for a lot of people. So if you are a person, a businessman, an entrepreneur, somebody who's found themselves successful financially or professionally, but somehow the social aspect got hindered a little bit, shoot me a DM. My Instagram is I'm Alan Sinclair. It's on the screen. Shoot me a DM. We will talk about your situation. We will jump on a call and we will figure out how to get you results like these quickly. My guys, you are loved and appreciated. New video soon. Peace.